welcome you all in English lecture. So students, previous lectures we have completed unit 1, total 6 chapters. We have already completed that. Now today onwards we are going to start with the unit 2, 2.1, from a railway carriage, page number 22. So I request you all to get ready with your English textbook, your English notebook, and carry pen pencil in your hand. So just open your textbook, page number 22, unit 2, poem number 2.1, from a railway carriage. This poem, From a Railway Carriage, is written by the poet Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson, he was born on 13 November 1850 and died on December 1894. He was a Scottish novelist, poet and travel writer. Now let's try to understand the poem written by him, From a Railway Carriage. Faster than ferries, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. So in the first stanza, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson, he tells us that faster than the ferries. Also the train is moving faster than the witches. The speed movement of the train leaves behind the bridges and houses, hedges and ditches. It also leaves behind and rushes forward like soldiers who are attacking their enemies with their battlefield. It also leaves behind the green field where horses and cattle are grazing. So, in this first stanza, the poet describes the sight that he noticed while traveling in the train. Now, let's proceed to the second stanza. All of the sights of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by. In the second stanza, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson, he says that while traveling in the train, all the hills and the plains were crossed by the train as quick as on drop of rain, followed by other in a storm. In a very next moment, the time passes and the station looks like the painted pictures to the poet from the moving train, and was crossing station with the whistle. So as you all know that when the station comes, there is a whistle, the train's whistle. So in the manner the poet tries to tell us that when is moving, when train is moving, he sees all the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain. That means all the hills and the plains were crossed by the train as quick as on drop of rain, followed by other in a storm. Further he says that, and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by, which means that in the very next moment the train passes the stations and it looks like the painted pictures to the poet from the moving train, and was crossing station with the whistle. So here the difficult words we learned in these first two stanzas are First, witches. Now, witches means what? It's witch. Witches means a woman thought to have magical powers, especially evil ones. Next, hedges. Hedges means what? A fence or boundary formed by closely growing bushes or shrubs. I repeat, hedges means a fence or boundary formed by closely growing bushes or shrubs. Next, ditches. Ditches means ditch means a narrow channel dug at the side of a road or field to hold or carry away water. Meadows. Meadows means a piece of grassland. A piece of grassland. Troops. Troops means soldiers. So these are the difficult words from these first two stanzas, which I will send you all through WhatsApp. Now let's proceed to the next stanza, third stanza. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles, all by himself and gathering brabbles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and there is the green for stringing the dices. So students, in the third stanza, the poet sees a child climbing a straight ground himself with difficulty. The child was collecting blueberries during climbing. He also sees a homeless person who looks at the train with surprise. So, as the train moves forward, he sees greenery. He even sees some ladies in a common village grassy land were making garland with daisy flowers. Next stanza, let's move towards the page number 23. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. So dear students, in this fourth stanza, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson, he tells us that, students, in the third stanza, the poet Robert Louis Stevenson, he tells that he sees a cart moving slowly in the highway. The poet sees a cart moving slowly in the highway, and it was full of load, lumping along with man and load. Lumping means what? To put all the things together. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. So, and there is a mill, there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. This means, glimpse means very quick. So, students, this, in simple words, this poem is all about experience of a railway journey with us. So, in this poem, the poet also notices a cart running on the road. It carries a man and some load and moves along with difficulty. So at last the poet catches a glimpse of a mill and a river. So the poet finally says that each of the glimpses stay for a brief moment and then disappear forever. So dear students, I hope so that you have understood this poem very well. Now this poem meanings and question answers I am sending you all through WhatsApp. Kindly note down the question answers and meanings in your English notebook in neat and clean handwriting.